Tomorrow's inauguration will look a bit different than other inaugurations in recent years. We know that. President-elect Joe Biden will deliver a speech from the traditional spot at the Capitol. We've seen that. But the crowds will be replaced by a sea of flags. We have never seen that. Then he's going to travel to Arlington National Cemetery with 3 former presidents before returning for a very scaled-down parade. Chip Reid looks at how inaugurations have changed over the years.
I, Harry S. Truman.
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush.
It's a moment that focuses the attention of a nation.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
That exact moment when the president-elect finishes that oath, he is the president of the United States, and the previous president is simply a citizen.
Presidential historian Doris Kearns Goodwin says that even without the customary crowds and galas, this inauguration, like so many others, will mark a dramatic change in direction.
Every inauguration is a new beginning. It's almost like a spiritual beginning.
In 1933, speaking amid the Great Depression, Franklin Delano Roosevelt issued an enduring call for national resilience.
That the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
The most important thing he said was that there had been an absence of national leadership, and he was going to provide that leadership. It produced a change of mood in the country at large.
Do you think that Joe Biden is being inaugurated at a time that, at least in some ways, is similar?
I think that the crisis has many similarities. The crisis provides an opportunity for a leader to mobilize the resources of the nation. And if the leader is up to it, and if the citizens are up to it, that is when change can really happen.
The torch has been passed to a new generation.
The dawning of a new era was also John F. Kennedy's central theme in 1961. More than 2 decades younger than his predecessor, he delivered a memorable invitation to public service.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
There's no question that he tapped something that was already there, and it meant that young people felt a sense of doing something for their country.
I, Ronald Reagan.
In 1981, Ronald Reagan changed the look of the modern inauguration.
Directly in front of me, the monument to a monumental man.
Moving it from the east steps of the Capitol to the Grand West Front with its stunning view of the National Mall, while calling for a major shift in the nation's politics.
Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
And as his defeated rival, Jimmy Carter, looked on.
Do you think that President Trump's decision not to attend is genuinely harmful to American democracy?
It's really important for the president to come to his successor's inauguration. What it symbolizes is that he's accepting that this has happened, and to not do it, I think, is really leaving a blank in democracy and really hurting the exercise of this extremely wonderful moment.
Also missing this time is what usually happens behind the scenes.
There were visits of the families to the White House. Letters have been exchanged on the last day of the presidency. The sense really of being a part of welcoming the new person into what is the people's home. All of those rituals are gone by the wayside.
As a former vice president, Joe Biden has been part of the pageantry before. And while this event will look different, his words will still carry historic significance.
What do you think he needs to learn from previous inaugurations?
All of those great inaugural addresses were not just the leaders saying, this is what I'm going to do. They're asking the country to respond. And I think it's that linkage that he has to make, because that's what an inauguration is. It's a new leader taking office, but it's a citizenry that's looking perhaps for a new beginning.
The last president who refused to attend the inauguration of his successor was Andrew Johnson 152 years ago. And President Trump and Andrew Johnson have one other big thing in common. They are 2 of the 3 presidents to be impeached. Anthony?
Maybe not a note in history you want to be aligned with, Chip. Thank you very much.